Everybody is going into ISC West talking about AI. Everybody is way too much of a blanket. A lot of people are going to ISC West talking about AI. And that is absolutely understandable because AI is everywhere in security right now. Hold on, pause. Welcome to security. I had to throw that in there. I think I'm just going to own it at this point, where we talk about signal over noise, integration over silos, and action over outrage. See, the headlines, the demos, the booth messaging, the product launches, all these things that happen at ISC West. But the biggest trend at ISC West 2026 is not AI by itself. It is the convergence of these three forces happening at the same time. Hold on one second. Let's throw that down. So let's get into it. The proactive AI video analytics. The second one is a demand for more agnostic cloud management. And the third one being a deeper third-party integrations that are happening. You see, that is the pattern that is being highlighted in the Security Journal Americas piece that's featuring our very own Pelco's view of the show. And that pattern tells us something very, very important. What it is telling us is that the security market is maturing. It's catching up with the times. You see, we are moving out of the phase where vendors win attention simply by saying, we have AI. That's not going to cut it. No, we are moving into the phase where buyers ask, how does your AI improvements, how does your AI improve my operations? How does your AI improve my operations within my environments, within my existing infrastructure, within and under my constraints? You see, that is a much, much more harder question. Not only is it a much harder question, but you know what it is? It is actually the right question. Because real security operations, they don't happen in a product demo. No, they don't happen in this controlled environment. They happen in a busy control rooms. They happen within distributed facilities. They happen within aging estates. They also happen within hybrid deployments that have these lean, very lean teams. And so compliance heavy environments, situations where speed and clarity matter more than feature counts. So when I look at the trends that are called out in this article that SJA wrote, I see one big message. That message is this. That message is physical security is entering this era of operational architecture. Let's break that down. First, proactive AI video analytics. Yes, AI absolutely matters. If you're not using it, you're behind the times. And so it matters because it helps teams detect, it helps teams respond, and it helps teams resolve faster. But the real value of AI is not that it sounds advanced. The value is that it actually helps humans operate with more precision. And so if AI floods a team with alerts, guess what? It fails. If AI cannot adapt to the site, guess what? It fails. If AI lives in a silo, guess what? It fails. The standard now is not novelty. No, the standard is operational usefulness. Number two, agnostic cloud management. This is one of the most important shifts in the market because customers are tired of being forced into all or nothing type decisions. They want flexibility. Who doesn't want flexibility? They want remote visibility. Who doesn't want remote visibility? They want lower infrastructure burden. And they want a path forward that does not always require ripping out everything that they already have. You see, there's a time and a place for ripping everything out. There is also a time and a place for just replacing. See, this is where the market gets absolutely practical because security leaders are no longer buying just for today's deployment. No, they are buying for adaptability, and this adaptability that's happening over time. And third, The third is third-party integrations. You see, this is where strategy becomes real, where the rubber meets the road, so to speak. The future of security, it belongs to ecosystems. It doesn't belong to the silos and those islands. And so here is the point that I want to make crystal clear. There we go again. Crystal clear. Here's the point that I want to make clear is that companies that win this market, they will not be the ones that add the most AI features. Not the ones that will add the most AI features. They will be the ones that make security systems more usable, that make security systems more open, and that make security systems more aligned to how operators actually work. And that is the difference between innovation theater and operational transformation. This is also why Pelco's position in this conversation is absolutely relevant, because the market is moving not toward closed stacks with clever demos, time and place for that, but toward interoperability environments. These interoperability environments with measurable outcomes. So if you are walking into ISC West this year, here are the questions that matter. I want you to think about these. Write them down. What does this system improve for the operator? Another question is, how fast can it fit into an existing environment? How open is the architecture? How much friction does it actually remove? And how much lock-in does it create? Does lock-in matter to me? How quickly can a team turn insight into action? And so those are the executive questions. Those are the buyer questions. Those are future of security questions. Thus, the next phase of physical security, it will be built on three pillars. AI that sharpens judgment. Cloud that simplifies management. And integration that unlocks adaptability. This is not a trend list that I'm giving you. No, what I am giving you right here, right now, this is the blueprint. For those that are going to ISC West, I'll see you there.